148 Battery Lane, Bethesda, Maryland. The legendary Avalon Studios. We up in here, man. Y'all need to check out the studios, man. Y'all need recording and stuff like that. I got my man Drew Law in the building.
What's good?
Bruh.
More fire.
How you feeling?
I'm chilling. I'm alright. Life's good. Can't complain.
Okay. You looking nice. Shape
Yeah,
looking
I
fresh.
do it for the fans. I do it for the fans.
Okay. So let everybody know, man. First of all, thanks for coming out to the session.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm just glad to be here.
Appreciate it. WN Walker's Mill up in the head.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, Wolverines all day.
G-Berg, you been
You know what I'm saying?
there.
Fuck.
I feel you. All right, so let them know, man. I heard you a sweet poet.
I just pretty much consider myself a lyricist at this point. You know what I mean? Because actually, in the beginning, I used to do a lot of battle raps and stuff like that. And you know, it's a cool venue. It's a cool platform for you to do your thing. But it's only so far you can take it.
That's true.
So I kind of switched it up to the rapping. I kind of missed the whole, you know, just being in the moment, being in a situation with a crowd next to you, and poetry was just kind of that thing that was similar to it, but it wasn't actually the same thing. But it's still, you still got that same vibe, that same feeling from doing it. So I kind of stepped into that. But trust, I'm still an MC at heart all day.
Drew said, "Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted."
Please.
But I understand to me, poetry is way more deeper. You know what I'm saying? I think it's way deeper.
You know, it's funny that you say that, but you know, actually, you look at a lot of lyrics, and if you read a lot of lyrics done by rappers, you start picking up a lot of stuff that maybe you wouldn't understand if you just listen to the track.
Right.
So really all you're doing, because when I first started doing poetry, I was kind of thinking it was whack. I mean, I wasn't really in the whole, you know, I thought it was just like rainbows and butterflies and all that stupidness, you know what I mean? So when they pretty much, you know, when I started actually hearing spoken word poetry and how people usually, they came hard with it, you know what I mean? And it was just like, you know what, I can get down with this. It's pretty much just taking your raps and spitting them a cappella and switching it around to where you like, yeah, it's a little bit deeper. This is not just shooting them up, guns in the club, you know, whips and dubs and all that, you know what I mean? So this is the cool situation.
I mean, to me too,
with.
you know, personally, you know, I started off doing poetry at like 8 or 9. Shout out to the Dove. I won an award at 8 years old for doing the Dove. But
always plugging.
To me, yeah, it's good. It's good. But to me, the rapping, it comes in with the beats, it's the producer, it's the feeling. I mean, it's a lot of more components. You know what I mean? When it comes down to the poetry, I feel it's just you. It's your words, it's your body, what you feel about it, and it's way more intuitive to me.
Nah, that's true. But I mean, to me as an artist, I mean, you have to work with people who know what they're doing.
Right.
So if I work with somebody who I know is a good engineer, B who can make beats right, who knows how to set up mics right, he knows how to mix and master.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm focused on spitting. So I mean, that's just how it goes.
That's true.
You gotta work with good people, and then
that's true.
And you gonna blow up, because I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody can do it by themselves.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, you gotta have a team surrounding you. You gotta have good people around you, and that's how 90% of these guys make it, because they got good people around them. So
that's true. That's true. I'm glad you said. I like when you said, you know, the mics and this and that, and all I'm trying to do is spit. You know, and a lot of people don't understand is that if you don't have a good production, if your mic ain't sounding good, if all that stuff, nobody cares what you're saying, because they can barely hear it.
And with that too, as an artist, to me, if you want to really, really be an artist, you got to know a little bit about mixing. You got to know a little bit about making beats, because you know what? If you don't care, other people aren't going to care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So until you get that name where people are like, all right, dude is nice. Dude is all right. He's lyrically nice. And they want to put their stamp on it. Until you can do that, you have to be able to bring all those other elements together. Because if not, then
you gotta be like, hold on, I don't like how that
sounds. That's kind of whack. You know what I mean? Let me switch my ad lib up. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me put this little verb here, this little effect right there.
That's so true, and I learned that towards, you know, as time went on, because you know you can't rely on just anybody to make sure you're doing it. And a lot of these producers and stuff are crossover rappers, and they could be sicing their part, not sicing yours. You know,
and that's why you got to come to Avalon.
Avalon is always
you know they're going to put it down. So
Avalon is always right. So what type of venues do you go to do your poetry? Because I know a lot of open mics, but I'm not sure about as much poetry.
I mean, actually, you want to come through, I'm going to do a show on U Street on Tuesday, right across from Ben's Chili Bowl. I'm doing a feature there. I'm pretty much all the time. I got my venue on Euclid Street, spit that on Thursdays, 9 to whenever we get out. I'm all over the city, you know what I mean? B-More is another spot, you know what I mean? Big up to B-More. That's when I started doing my poetry.
Yeah, B-More's
you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Philly. Philly is doing it real big. Big up to VA. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much in the city every night if I'm not working, you know. We got 9 to 5s like everybody else. You know what I mean? So if I ain't doing that, I'm at a venue pretty much all day, all night.
So you said you was in Philly and you know, NY and everything like that. How do you feel when you go there? Is it a different vibe? Because I know when I go to different places, it's different vibes.
It definitely is. I'll tell you, Baltimore is really it's a really gritty city. You know what I mean? VA is a mix. I mean, it's not really one set point in VA that you go to that's similar. You know, of course DC is the spot. You know what I mean? You get love everywhere you go. I'll tell you what, man. When I first went up to Philly, I heard a lot of people talk about, you know, you don't get a lot of love there. You know, it's one of them cities where you really got to be in it. But I'll tell you what, man, Philly shows a lot of love. I got a lot of love for Philly. And, I mean, it's a different vibe everywhere you go. But, man, people respect talent. And if you go up and you kill it, that's what you got to worry about. You just got to be worrying about going up there, putting on a performance for the people. And just come on with fire, man. That's it.
You think we could hear something? You think the session will be able to hear a little poetry or something? I mean, a little something.
I could give y'all a little bit of poetry.
I mean, a smidgen.
Y'all could get a little smidgen. if I could work with that. I got one joint called "I'm Not a Poet," which like it's a little counterintuitive, but it goes a little bit like this. I said I'm not a poet. I'm just your average, everyday, run-of-the-mill Muslim white backpack rapper with a lesbian hype man. I'm not a poet, I'm an open mic socialite with an overbite that could chomp a motorbike. So I do is trying to get the crowd hype. I simply give the ground flight with these sound bites. I put assault and battery on this blasphemy. I kill beats, I'm a casualty factory. I take this imagery, turn it into calligraphy. I'm not a lyricist, I'm a psychicist. Did I mention this? I take hieroglyphics and turn them into sentences. I'm the most frivolous, ridiculous individual spitting this. I'm Michelangelo with these rap battles. My 16s built Sistine chapels. I go Genghis Khan on these gangs of pawns and sling these songs, these shameless spawns. I'm not a poet, hardly, while dudes trying to party, rocking your Ed Hardy. I'm going mono with monarchies. I'm not a poet. I'm a politician. So I dudes is begging for health. I'm snatching your chain, you know, spreading the wealth. Because if it's yours, you just holding it quick. Because whatever yours is mine, I'm a socialist. You notice this. I'm not a poet. I'm a lover. So I'm easy with Huns. So one lick for me, baby, I had you speaking in tongues. I mean, look, fam, I ain't saying I'm a pimp, but you should stay shook, because me poking your chicken got nothing to do with Facebook. I mean, I give it to her so hard, I'll make a seed smile. Baby, I get you so wet, you gonna need FEMA on speed dial. If you want to hear some more, you gotta come see me in the show. Come see me in the show.
So where can they reach you at?
You can definitely check out my Facebook. That's where I'm on all day, all night. Facebook.com/DrewLaw, DREWLAWDMV. You can check out my Twitter, same thing. Twitter.com/DREWLAWDMV. And you can check my MySpace. You can check out some music there, MySpace.com/MrMR, DREWLAW.
That's what's up.
Hit me up. I'm around.
That's what's up. That's what's up. This is the session, man. Hollyhood, man. We out here, Drew Law.
DMV, by the way. Appreciate the love all day. See you right here. We make beats better. You know what I mean? Holla at me if you want a copy. Bang, bang. DMV was
session, man.
Yeah.
Have a studio.
And cop that Wale. That joint is fire.